I say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? I am your host, Lacey G. Souldier Turner. And today I got a very special guest with me. You know, he's an actor, producer, philanthropist. He has a career in film and TV expanding over 3 decades. He just been doing this thing out here in the world in the industry. So we finna, get to know a little about this guy right here. So without further ado, I want to welcome the wonderful, amazing, talented Kareem Grimes, man. Welcome to the platform.
What's good, my brother? How you doing?
I mean, I'm doing good, man. I'm alive.
Good.
Yeah. So,
That
uh,
part.
look, so I want to, before we get into, what I want to talk about, can you tell the people about where were you born and raised, and what was your childhood upbringing like, and how did that shape you today?
Yeah, man. Born and raised in Inglewood, California.
Mm,
99th and Crenshaw, right around the corner from the Forum where the Lakers play.
mm,
You know, grew up in the 80s, you know what I mean? Los Angeles at that time, was tough,
mm,
but I don't have that story of, I went through this and went through that. I had a pretty decent childhood. I had a mother and father. Of course, they split when I was kind of like in my maybe like 11 or 12.
mm,
So my mom was, raising me, and then my sister came along, and same father and sister came along, and she did her best. And the beautiful thing is that I had a village. I
mm.
had my grandparents, you know uh cousins and family who definitely poured into me and looked after me while my mom was working. And my mom kept me busy, man. She kept me busy with baseball, football, basketball, acting class. So I didn't really have time for the streets. I always tell people, my shortest term of gang banging probably was maybe 9 hours. It was 9 hours, and my boys was like, "Yeah, we about to go over here and beat up these cats from this neighborhood." And I'm just like, "For what? I don't know them. What they do to me?" You know what I'm saying? So that was the extent of that, in my life. But just blessed and grateful, man, to you know grow up in a time and literally have family and friends really surround and speak life into me and really support me, man. And I owe it to a lot of those people for the man that I am today, and just how I conduct myself, and on and off the camera, man. So it's just been a true blessing. And you know that's who Kareem Grimes is, man. I'm pretty laid back, chill. What you see is what you get. I'm no better than anybody else. Just because I'm on TV, that's the difference. But I put on my pants the same way as everybody else. You know what I
That,
mean?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact. Look, I saw somewhere too. I heard you was into skateboard. How you get into
Yeah.
skateboard? How did you get into
Yeah.
that?
I mean, as a kid growing up, man, I think everybody can attest. When we were kids, we were on one thing for a little bit, and then we moved on. So, I did the whole skateboarding, the BMX bikes. When the scooters first came out, when you can't push scooters, I had a mongoose scooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had a Diamondback. You know what I'm saying? Bicycle. I had a Huffy, a Schwinn.
I
You
remember that.
name it, I had it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And skateboarding is just something that that I evolved in, and a friend of
Mm,
mine got me started, and we were heavy in the Bones Brigade,
mm,
looking at Tony Hawk
mm.
and
Yeah.
steroid, Christian Asoy, and all those guys. You know what I mean? So that was my season when I was a young kid of skateboarding, man. And that's how it was with me.
Nice, nice, nice. Look, so let me ask you this, Kareem. What initially sparked your interest into acting? Like, was it a defining moment that you
Hmm.
realized you wanted to act?
Yeah, man. I think as a young kid, I watched a lot of TV. From Mel's Diner to Three's Company.
Oh yeah.
For me, there was a comedian by the name of Flip Wilson, and he actually had a variety show back then where he played all sorts of characters. And I would always kind of mimic Flip Wilson. And when family and friends came around and we had functions, I was the kid entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Look, I would be I would have aunts and uncles that I would imitate, you know what I'm saying? And everybody start laughing, and then they gave me the moniker of Baby Flip.
You was like
Flip.
Eddie Murphy and Raw when they was like,
Exactly. I was that kid, man. I was that kid, man. Just whether it was dancing for money, when you had a family function, they'd be like, look, Zizi, look, Kareem, he'll dance for you. Go and give him a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And I start pop locking and carrying on. So I was that kid. And it was just something that I was drawn to, of just entertaining people. And I probably, I think I went to I had a field trip and we saw a live taping of a show called Amen back in the day. And
Amen, yeah.
Man, it was just something about actually watching that show and then actually being there live in person as they taped it, man. And just to see, the intricacies of, moving set to set and rehearsal and blocking and shooting and, live audience. That did something to me, man. That gave me that fire. And my mom got me into acting class, and my first acting class was Marla Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? The legendary Marla Gibbs and her daughter Angela Gibbs. They had an acting class right on Crenshaw Boulevard. And that's what I got in, and from that point on, man, that's where I got bit, as they say, by the bug.
Yeah. So look, man, let me talk about this, because you played in one of the most iconic films ever.
Yeah.
Boyz N The Hood, man.
Yeah.
What was it like stepping on set, and then how did that experience impact your career and personal growth?
Oh man, it was great. I mean, and then just going back to, you say, how did I get into skateboarding?
Yeah.
That got me on set. I was my mom's friend was in the business, and she was just like, yo, there's a young man from USC who wrote a script, and they're looking for little black boys who can skateboard. And voila, I find myself on set, as an extra. I was just doing extra work, man. And we're about 2 weeks into shooting, and we're all throwing the ball around, and John Singleton comes and throwing the ball with us and talks to each and every one of us. And he was like, yo, man, what's your name, where you from? And I'm gonna give you some lines. You cool? You cool with that? And I was just like, absolutely. You know what I mean? And like literally, that was the start. That was the spark that I needed, because him giving me lines was so big back then. Because doing extra work, you were trying to get your SAG vouchers to be able to get into the Screen Actors Guild. And John giving me those lines got me into SAG. And from that point on, man, I never looked back, bro. Like that was the spark, that was the battery that I needed. And like I said, John could have gave any of those kids lines, because there were other kids who were extras in that, but he chose me, and I'm forever grateful. And rest in peace to John. He was not only a big brother, but he was definitely a mentor. I miss him, but that was a spark, man. So
what happened to them?
Right, what happened? You know what I mean? So that is those are the shoulders that I stand on, you know what I'm saying, for giving me the opportunity.
Now look, I want to ask you this too on the set. I heard that you got to hear Ice Cube spit How to Survive.
Yeah, man. That was unbelievable, man. That was my first time seeing an actual rapper rap in person, you know what I'm saying, but of that stature, you know what I'm saying. We talking about Ice Cube, NWA, you know what I mean? And it was lunchtime, and Cube came on set, and I just remember, like, he had the shirt that Ricky got shot in. It was like this red and burgundy and green polo shirt. He had the Raiders hat. He had the starch Levi's, and he had some Nike Air Flight high tops. And he was like, yo, man, this is a song I've been working on. And just kind of everybody kind of just started to gravitate to them. And I snuck in there, man, and Cube spit like How to Survive a South Central. Busting cap was fundamental. No, you can't find it. I was like, yo, just to hear him spit that like live, bro, I was just like, this is crazy. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. I went to school. It was like, man, stop lying. You ain't seen no Ice Cube. Yeah, man. You ain't You ain't in no movie, dog. I
I
was
was
like,
gonna
I
ask you
am.
that.
I'm
I was
in
like,
a
I was gonna ask you did. I was gonna ask you, did your friends believe you was in the movie?
Nope,
Like that.
nope, nope, not at all, bro. Until it
And then
came
back
out.
then, it took a
Like,
long time for movies to come out. It took a long
yeah,
time for movies to come
yeah,
out back in the
yeah,
80s.
yeah. No, absolutely. It took, damn near 6, 7 months to a year, you know what I mean, before it came
Mm.
out. And once it came out, I actually got invited to the screening of Boyz N The Hood. I actually still have the original Boyz N The Hood booklet that they gave out for the screening. I still
Wow.
have it, it's intact. And I
That's
actually put a star by my name because my name was in the credits, man, in the booklet, dude. So once it came out, then they believed me. They was like, yeah, this is my boy. He was
uh,
a boy in the hood.
you,
Yeah. I
you
was
still
like,
got
yeah,
you still
okay.
got the booklet. You want to sell it?
Yeah, listen, listen. That's iconic. That's iconic, bro. You're gonna need a couple of more dollars. You know what I mean?
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So look, let me ask you about this. Landing the role in one of my favorite shows that I've been watching for a long time now, All
Mhm.
American.
Yeah.
You play preach.
Mhm.
I know that was a big moment for you. So how did that opportunity come about, and what has been the most rewarding part of playing that character?
Yeah, man. I think I actually watched the show before I got on it because I
Mm,
connected with it.
mm,
My story was different. I went to a predominantly white school, which was Palisades High School, right by the beach,
mm,
and then I transferred to Dorsey High School, which was a powerhouse in football,
mm,
big time school in Los Angeles, South LA. Everybody knows. So that's how I connected with the show. And then, I got the audition. Leah Daniels Butler, she was a casting director, brought me in, and I looked at this character, man. I'm like, okay, cool. I know who this is. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? There's two cats that I, based this character off of, man, that I'm still cool with today. They're like my big brothers. And go in audition, man, do it. And it's based in LA. And I'm born and raised in LA. So I knew all the intricacies of everything LA when
Yeah,
it comes to gang life.
yeah.
Playing organized sports, I was able to connect with cats and play with cats from different sections.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's one of those things that kind of kept me, out of harm's way, is because cats that I played football with, it was like, oh man, he played football and he an actor, you know what I mean? So that was cool. But I get the audition, do it, and 2 weeks later, I get on set, man, and my character was only supposed to do 2 episodes.
oh,
You
wow.
know what I'm saying? So I come in kind of towards the end of the first season. I get shot, and Keche, who is the showrunner of the show, who I met 10 years prior. I did her first script for TV on a show called Bones that came
Mm,
on Fox.
mm,
And that's how I knew her. And she knew my work ethic and what I can do and what I was capable of doing. And there was another brother who was a writer on the show by the name of Jamie Turner. Jamie Turner. I met him 11 years prior to
mm. Look at that.
that by on a show called Bones, where I mean not Bones. What is it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. The Shield. The
Okay. Oh
Shield.
yeah, I remember the shit. Yeah, love
And
the
I
shit.
auditioned for the Shield 17 times. And the 17th time I end up doing 3 seasons. And I met him. He was at that point, he was in on the Shield. He was just a story editor. Now he's on All American. You know what
Mm.
I mean? So once again, just having these
Like the-
relationships,
mm,
people know what I'm capable of doing. Um, they're working and they know me, and it never happens. The showrunner, she was just like, yo, did you get the script yet? And I was like, no. She was like, well, you get shot. And I was like, okay. But she was like, you don't die. You know what I mean? We plan on keeping you on for a while, keeping
mm,
you around for a while. And man, here we are, 7 seasons and, a full 360 of this
mm,
character Preach,
yeah,
from the street to, now being a teacher and a father to a teenage girl.
yeah.
There's so many elements of this character that people connect with. I was just out last night and the lady was just like, I love how your character has evolved you
Yeah.
know, showing black men stepping up to the plate, being fathers and
Mhm.
fighting for custody and, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, doing what they have to do and you know, how grounded the character is, man. And, you know, it's just a true testament of just, like I said, the shoulders that I stand on, being grateful for the opportunity, and just showing up, you know, and doing the work, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Even when you had Spencer mentor the other kid that was just,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let me ask you this: was it hard, like evolving? Because, like you said, you was like this hard, gangster
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
character. So was it
Mm-hmm.
hard evolving to like this good type of guy?
No, I mean, I think that's the part of the craft. You know what I mean? I think any actor, you want to have layers to a character. You know what I mean? You don't want one character to be one way the whole time. You know, when we watch movies and TVs, you see a character evolve in front of you.
Right.
Whether they, you know, they're turning out, you know, they're bad,
Mhm.
and you know there may be a turn, or you have the antagonist and the protagonist, the good and bad, to where you know you have the good trying to outdo the bad and
Right.
vice versa. So you know that's just a true testament of good writing, of you know being able to take the journey along with this character of a transformation.
Yeah.
Everybody is an ex something, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So to say, hey, listen, it doesn't matter how you start but how you finish. If you're
Facts.
one way, that just doesn't define who you are. You can be able to change for the good, for the better. You know what I mean? And you know, it's about second chances, and sometimes it may be about third and fourth chances. But know that you have that opportunity to make right, and you know, rewrite your wrongs. And I think that's the beauty of writing on this show, and that's what they did with this character, man. You know, I think you know, for me, man, like I said, as an actor, I was just grateful for the opportunity to audition and book it. You know, just to say, okay, I got a job for 2 days, but you know, this has turned into so much more, man. And I'm just truly grateful for NK, who you know I always tell her she's changed my life, because as an actor, man, you just want to be consistent with work, you know, and by me being on this show has given me the recognition, and you know, people enjoy my work. You know what I mean? And it's just humbling, and you know, I'm just forever grateful.
Oh, yeah. So do you think also, because I know like it shows like people who are in the streets, like gang members, it showed them that
Mhm.
you can turn your life around. Look at
Yeah.
that preach how he was and now to where he was, you think that's like a role model example for them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen it happen. You know, like I said, the two guys that I've based this character on, they were once in the street. Now they're married, fathers.
Mm,
You know, working. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? So I've seen it. I've seen it in real time. You know, and it's real. You know what I mean? That's just real. Everybody knows a preach. They had a preach in their life, their
right,
family, or
facts.
they you know went to school with a preach. You know what
Yep,
I mean?
facts.
So
Yeah,
yeah, that's just that's real, man. And you know, I think, like I said, that's the true testament of just you know good writing, man, and you know bringing forth a storyline that people can relate to.
definitely. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: what drew you to the Vince Staples show, and what was it about the project that made you want to be involved?
I actually worked with Vince Staples prior to being on this show. This brother by the name of Cal Maddock, who's a director. He directed Squabble Up and Little Nas X, Old Town Road, the whole nine. He did a couple of videos for Vince. I was in one of them, and you know he told me that Vince was you know getting ready to do a TV show, and I got an audition for it, and you know the my first audition was to play a mailman,
Mm,
and you know I did the audition, and you know they came back and was just like, yo, we want you for another role, and they actually offered me the role of the uncle,
wow.
and I was just like, absolutely, you know what I mean? So I've been a big fan of Vince Staples, you know, for a very long time. Love his music, but most importantly, I love his interviews, man. Like Vince is just
Yeah.
he's just real, man, and very cerebral, very smart, and yeah, man. So you know, I get the opportunity to play his uncle, and you know, we get on set, man, and they just kind of let me go. You know what I mean? I try to go into unk mode, and you know have the one liners. The one liner of "Don't got me, get me" is not written. That's something that I came up with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So once I did it, they started laughing. Like Vince busted out laughing, and Vince was really trying to hold it like you can see him tighten his jaws up, but they just let me loose, man. And I think, as an artist, that's what you want, man. And you
Definitely.
just want to bring something special to a character, whether it's a small role or not. You want that role to be memorable. And that's just always my mindset. What I'm saying? No matter how big or small the part is, making sure that I make my presence felt, and that, that scene becomes memorable. And, it was, and we got nominated for an NAACP Image Award for that particular episode. And we ran it back for season 2. Super happy. You got Uncle Mike still, trying to get some money, trying to get a plan for a business. So super excited. We just finished wrapping up season 2 last month, and it'll be on Netflix hopefully by summer, man. So we're super excited.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
So you talked about this guy a little bit. I want to ask you about him, John Singleton, because I met John Singleton at a private screening. It was like right before he died too. He was doing a private screening of Snowfall,
Okay, yeah.
So I know you had the incredible opportunity to be mentored by him. So how did he influence you as an actor and as a person, and what lessons did you learn from?
Man, for me, John really pushed education. What I'm saying? Going to school. That's what he was like, man. Go to school, finish school. Definitely write, create. Don't wait on nobody. And John was that person. What I'm saying? He didn't wait on anybody. He created opportunities. I remember actually being on the set of Snowfall the first day when they were shooting the pilot. What I'm saying? And, I'm seeing John, and then Dub C was there. Dub C was helping Damson, with the dialect and the whole nine, man. And, same thing whenever I see John, I'm like, yo, man, what's up? When you gonna put me on? You know what I mean? He was like, listen, I gotta get the pilot done. And if it gets picked up, then I'm gonna put you on. But by that time, that's when I booked All American. But it was just great, man. I actually have a picture of me and John on the set of Snowfall, man. And John was just amazing, dude. John gave me a job when I finished school, and that was working with him on Baby Boy. And John allowed me to be able to see how a film is made from beginning to the end. And it allowed me to be able to put in my grunt hours and work behind the scenes, to where I was, helping casting and, recording all of the auditions, and sometimes reading with the other actors, to, locations, and, being a PA, and, seeing how everything works, man. So, it was a great time, man. We had fun, and, I have a lot of moments with John. But I think the one that sticks out is that I did a film called The Mule with Clint Eastwood, and John gave me a call, man, out the blue, and was just, very excited and congratulated me on The Mule, and, being able to stick with it and working with Clint Eastwood, man. And I think that's one of the memories and that I hold near and dear to me. That was kind of like one of our last conversations that we had. And so yeah, man, John was an amazing individual. I miss him. And like I said, he, his shoulders I stand on, and so I just want to make sure, I do it the right way in this business, and go about it the right way. And treat people right, and have fun and do good work.
Yeah. Like I even like you said, I even study his blueprint, just the person he was. Like I write a direct films too. So just going through his story, the way he tells the story, like it helped me shape me, and I won film awards and everything, just studying John. So I know exactly what you mean, like the type of person he is.
Yeah, man. He employed people from his community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the big thing.
That's what I love.
Being on Boyz N The Hood was probably the most Black people I saw on set prior to, like I said, doing extra work and being on different sets. Everybody was Black. You know what I'm saying? From the grips to the transportation to the PAs to the hair and makeup to the
gaffers,
gaffers, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people that were from the neighborhood. And John worked with those people consistently on every movie that he did. He took those people with him. You know, so now the you know the guys who were working with John, now their kids were working, you know what I'm saying, on Baby Boy, and you know, now they're flourishing and still in this business doing the work, you know what I mean? So, you know, John has definitely been responsible for, you know, generations
Yeah.
to get in this business and still continue to work.
That's nice. Rest in peace, John.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yep.
So, are there any exciting new projects you are currently working on, upcoming releases?
Yeah, man. So, you know, we still have All American airing every Monday on the CW. Like I said, the Vince Staples show should be coming out in the summer on Netflix. And then I just did an episode of Grey's Anatomy. So that should probably be out in May. And then I have a Taco Bell commercial. I'm doing the voiceover for the Taco Bell commercial for the deluxe box. So that's been running like crazy on
I
TV, radio,
love
YouTube.
them deluxe boxes too.
Yeah. And I have a McDonald's commercial that I shot on camera. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon. So just, you know, staying busy, man. That's it. You know, I'm on hiatus now. So auditioning for a couple other projects. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, look
Yeah.
at look. All America is so good. I always gotta wait till it come on Netflix. I hate
No,
watching it.
listen, you gotta listen. That's good, but you gotta tap in every Monday. And I always tell people, if you tap in every Monday, even if you don't catch it, we have the CW app, which is free. You can download it, and they actually have all the episodes
Oh,
that
for
go
real?
up next day. Yeah, so
Okay,
you can
okay,
download
okay.
the CW app, and
I'm on it.
we got 8 or 9 episodes up now, so you can watch those, because our show doesn't go on to Netflix until the last episode airs on TV. So then
Okay,
it'll be
all
another
right.
week, and then it'll go to Netflix. But we need people to
Okay,
tap in every Monday. You
I'm
know, we
on
need
it.
people to stream. You know what I'm saying? Because we're doing really well streaming on the CW app. So we want to keep those numbers up, and just, you know, yeah, just keep this thing going, man. That's important for TV, is that watching it live the
Okay.
day, you know, on the day, you know, they get the viewership and the numbers, and then streaming the next day. So yeah.
All right, I'm on it, Kareem. Don't worry, I'm on
There
it.
it is, my man.
I
There it
got you
is.
covered like chicken that's smothered.
There
But
it is.
let me ask you this: what's the best piece of advice you can offer, based on your own journey and experiences, to anyone trying to get in the entertainment industry? Period.
Yeah, man. Patience, doing the work, man. I think we're just in a day and age where everybody has a cell phone, and they pick it up and like, oh, I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm this, I'm that. And it's just like, there's a discipline that goes with
Right.
that. You know what
Yes.
I mean? So you have to do the work. You
Right.
have to get in class. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn the craft of whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
Because if not, you'll get exposed very quickly. You don't want that to happen. But, you know, patience, learning the craft, and, you know, once you find out what you want to do, once you find what your passion is, you'll never work a day in your life. So find
Right.
what you're passionate about, put 110% into that, and I guarantee you it won't feel like work. And you know, make those daily deposits, man. Whatever it is, make those daily deposits into whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it's mental health, physical, you know what I'm saying, your career, your goals. Make those daily deposits. They don't have to be big deposits, long as there's a deposit made each and every day, because the more you deposit into your career or your life, the greater your return will be.
And I love, man. Y'all see that Kareem is dropping jewels. Man, that was a great answer right there. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So now let me ask you this. Okay, on your journey, you know, you've been doing this for a while now. On your journey, what would you say has been your greatest challenge?
Greatest challenge, man, is just, you know, the rejection part, but being able to not take it to heart, shaking it off, and just getting ready for the next opportunity. You know, and this business is very tough. And sometimes rejection is in your face. You know what I mean? So you have to fully, you know, you got to build that tough skin early, and look at it and say, hey, you know, it's not about me, or it's, you know, it ain't personal, you know, and being able to take that energy, put it towards the next audition, you know what I'm saying, and have that sheer belief in yourself. Because nobody likes rejection. You get rejected a lot, you start to look in the mirror and be like, well, is it me? What am I doing wrong? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, having that resilience, man, and that sheer belief in yourself, and just staying prepared, man. And I think if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. In the words of the great Sugar Free.
Yeah. And look, it's funny. I just interviewed Slim Charles from The Wire.
Okay.
He said he gave that same answer. He said he used to get mad at rejection. He'd be like, "Man, I want to beat him up," but then he said, "I have to get that tough skin." He'd be like, "It's okay,
just keep pushing, man." And I think if you continue to push forward and do the work, man, the work won't be denied. The work just won't be denied.
Okay. So on the flip side of that, what would you say has been your greatest accomplishment?
The consistency.
I
started in this business in 1988, 87, 88.
2025. Still
Do the
going.
Math. You've seen a lot come and go.
Fact. Like I said, I'm still going.
And I'm still here. I'm still going, man. So I think that's the greatest accomplishment. And then being able to, take care of my mom, man. With being blessed to work and be on this show, to be able to take care of my mom, that's a big, huge accomplishment. You know what I mean? To be able to buy her car and pay her bills and the whole nine. I think that for me is a huge accomplishment. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Kareem, let the people know where they can find you and if they want to get in contact with you.
Yeah, man. You can Kareem Grimes on all social media platforms, Instagram, X, and what else? I think I got Snapchat and TikTok, fan base. I got it all, man. Just Kareem Grimes on all social media platforms, man. And that's how you can find me. Talk back, hit me up. I'll talk back. You know what I mean? So yeah, indeed.
Okay. So my last question that I love to ask all my guests. So, when it is all said and done and you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want the world to know about Kareem Grimes?
My humanity, giving back, but the encounter that they had with me. You know what I'm saying? How I made them feel, whether it was a minute, a second, hour, a couple of days of, how they felt when they were in my presence. So yeah.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, I'm rooting for you. You one of my, like I said, you one of my favorites, man. I love
it, brother.
And I'm speaking it to existence. We gonna work together one day on the field.
There it is. I see you on set.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. You have a good day. I'm gonna let you know, let your people know when I do this article and drop this interview too.
Okay, that'll work, man. Have a blessing.
You too.
Indeed. Yep.